Live from Los Angeles, welcome back to Good Morning LaLa. And today we have got a reality star and an incredible hip-hop artist. Micky Munday is in the house. Thanks so much for being with us.
Hey, thank you. Pleasure.
It's been so fun to watch your journey now on Love and Hip Hop
thank
Hollywood. What got you into really deciding to be the reality world?
Well, they have asked me to do it for like 3 years in a row. And
And
first,
you finally said yes.
yeah, well, I was on tour for the other times. And then, this year it came up again. And I'm like, well, why do I keep passing up being seen by millions of people? It's a great platform. It's already done a lot of stuff for me. So, at the world we're in today is all about views and eyes and impressions and, all these things and insights and, how many people are you reaching? And that's what makes brands and people want to work with you more. So at the end of the day, my interaction, my engagement, all these things are up. So I think it was a good idea. And I stay away from the drama on the show. It's really just about my journey, my family, my relationship. So, it was a win-win for me.
I love that, man. So
Yeah.
what would you say surprised you most about being on the show?
Probably nothing, because I'm one of them people, honestly, because
Surprise.
I'm just one of them people, like, I really expect the unexpected from just the trials and tribulations I've been through in my own life. So, and then I'm familiar with the show, so it's like, I know it's drama, and I just stay away. It's like, when people start arguing, I just sit back and eat popcorn.
Which is also really entertaining.
Exactly,
Like,
100%.
I don't,
Micky, though, tell us about your journey to really making a name for yourself in the hip-hop world.
Yeah, it's been a long journey. I started off, I wrote poetry when I was younger. I always had a gift for, well, I'm not gonna say I always had a gift for writing, but my teachers used to tell me, you're a good writer. Like they know I really wasn't into school, but I used to be such a good writer, I could kind of BS my way through like just writing stuff to pass.
Yeah.
So, my teachers would tell my mom, like, your son has a really gift for writing. And then I started doing creative writing classes. I started winning poetry contests. And then when I was about 17, I started battle rapping. So I would go to this place called The Pit. It was right here in West LA on Pico and Sepulveda. I'm from LA, so I'm a hometown hero. So it was like a rap battle place, and it was like the best of the best in LA. It's like, I know everybody's probably seen 8 Mile.
Oh,
Oh,
totally.
of course.
So it's like our shelter.
Yeah.
It's like our version of the shelter. Like, it was all the LA people, even the people that are like Kendrick Lamar was there, and all people like that. So I was like made a real name for myself there.
Which is a big deal.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, in
You
LA,
gotta really
definitely.
bring it.
Oh yeah. It was the best of the best there, and I started making a name for myself there. Then I met an entertainment lawyer through Debbie Allen, actually. So Debbie Allen linked me with this entertainment lawyer, and he kind of started. I didn't have any music; I just knew how to rap. So he started kind of just linking me with studios. He was like, "Hey, I'm gonna send a kid there. Tell me what you think." And I was like, cool, because I feel like the only thing a person in general in life should ever ask for is opportunity. If you have talent, you have belief, and you have confidence, then I just need the opportunity. When I go there, I got it from there.
Yeah,
So I started going to studios. I started rapping. I linked up with a lot of people writing music, Akon. I've been at Jamie Foxx's house writing music, and there's all kind of people I looked up to. Like, oh, cool. So it was great. And then I started releasing music. Me and my partner, we made our own company. We have a company called The Press. We've had that since like 2009, 2010. I've had my own studio since like 2011. Still have a studio today, and it's just consistency. I mean, it's just a grind. It's one of those things that's, unfortunately, I always describe it like, it's not like being a doctor. You be a doctor, you know what you got to do. You have to go to school.
Right.
And if you're willing to put in the time, you get into a good college, you're willing to go to school for 12 more years, you're going to be a doctor. It's inevitable. You're going to be a doctor. Somebody just
The path is laid out for you.
Yeah.
With music, you could work hard. You could put in 100 hours a day and become absolutely nothing. Like, it's really a luck of the draw sometimes. So it's just blessing to just have the opportunity to kind of continue to progress, and now I have a platform to show my music more and more. Because I used to always say, I'm releasing this music, and it's like, it's not doing anything. I used to say it's falling on deaf ears. That's what I used to say. So it's like, that gets depressing, because the biggest thing in life is timing. Like, you always said something, you say, I have a 3 to 5 year plan, I have this plan. But what if it's not 3 to 5 years? What if it's 6 years? What if it's 10 years? Timing breeds doubt. Because when you put something into fruition, like, oh, I have a 5-year plan, and then nothing's happened after that 5 years, you kind of have the opportunity to be like, like,
Yeah,
am I gonna,
maybe it's
like,
not for me. Or
sink
maybe
into my shell, or am I going to be like, no, this is what I'm meant to do? This is, So that's the thing with people. They say it's a study. They say like 91% of businesses that have a good idea, they succeed. The percentage of people that don't make it is because they gave up. It's just
It's the staying game,
Yeah.
isn't it? That is, I reckon that's the number one thing, is the staying game. And also reinventing yourself.
yeah.
Constantly reinventing yourself. The way
Yeah.
all these things go into it, getting excited about it, finding the energy to get excited, right?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, because I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's like the yin and the yang. The internet today is you could do something to go viral today, but you could be forgot about next week because there's so much
Brutal.
more.
Yes.
So
true.
what do you want to be known for, Mickey? I mean, how do you want to be remembered? What is it, the legacy that you're creating?
I want to be somebody that really, I feel like my platform is just to be able to help people. Like I have a much bigger plan. Like I always did stuff for people. I had a foundation called Feed Someone Fridays. I used to go down to Skid Row and feed the homeless every Friday. Always been a person that like took my friends in that didn't really have good households and be like, Mom, we doesn't have nowhere to stay tonight. You know what I mean? So I've always been that type of person where it's like, I feel like my platform is just to be able to help people. That's what I really want to do. I want to be remembered as somebody that like changed people's lives. I feel like the greatest thing you can do in somebody's life is just to inspire them or give them hope. I used to be a counselor for like foster kids and stuff like that when I was younger. And, you know, they used to call me Mr. JJ. Like that's what like most people from my neighborhood know me as JJ. And they would just be like, man, you know, they never had somebody believe in them. They'd be like, man, you believed in me, that changed my life. Like, you know, when you put faith in like the young youth, I'm from the inner city, so it's like we don't have a lot. And like we don't have a lot of people that like help or like want to see us succeed. So when you do have somebody that's like, I believe in you and I want to see you succeed, now you're like, oh damn, now I don't want to let this person down.
Who was
you know?
that person for you?
Well, luckily I have a very good family. My family was always that for me. Even today, like my mom and dad aren't together, but they live together, like they're roommates.
Wow.
They stay in separate rooms. It's fun. So it's funny. Yeah, it's funny. They argue, but they make it work. You know what I mean? For financial purposes and other purposes. But at the end of the day, my family is definitely. I have a daughter, a 9-year-old daughter, so that's more inspiration. But you know, my family, I always say like it'd be a tragedy for me not to make it because they believe in me more than I do.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Anytime I've even been like, damn, man, it's 10 years now. They'd be like, no, I'll get another job.
gotta continue.
Yeah, my dad, you know, my mom and dad, they work multiple jobs. They're very hardworking people. So it's like I have people I can't let down. I always tell people, like, I had a lot of friends growing up that didn't have people that they felt, you know, like that they didn't have nobody to let down. And they used to be like, man, you're lucky. I used to be like, nah, bro, sometimes you're lucky because I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I have a lot of people depending on me. So it's you know, it's something you think about. And it's the yin and the yang of life. But I'm very blessed that I have a family that encourages me to, you know, they believe in my dreams so much. They think if I call my dad right now, you would need another segment of this show. He will tell you about Micky Munday. It's hilarious. We film, right? It's funny. We film shows. Film the show, and I've shot scenes with my family. I don't know if you guys caught the scenes, but my dad talks in third person. They have to stop him all the time. He says, Micky Munday is, and they have to say, Mr. Jacoby, you're supposed to be talking to him. He talks like it's a documentary. You know?
That's hilarious.
Like I'm not there. My dad is supposed to be talking to me. But
Is it your family that's gotten you through like the slow times, the tough
yeah,
times?
yeah, because you know, at the end of the day, my mom, my dad are really like my best friends, so I can go talk to them. I've done everything. I've hid illegal things in my mom's house. She's hidden me from the police before. Like, you know, my family, I'm very open. Like, oh fuck, I'm sorry. Oh, you know, Mom, I messed up. Or, you know, but they just been through it. My family been through a lot. Like the trials and tribulations we've been through, it made us stronger. You know what I mean? My dad had a lot of mental issues when him and my mom separated. That led him to feeling like, you know, he wanted to end his life and stuff like that. And we went through some very interesting times, but it brought us closer. And it just lets you know that like you can do anything with love. Love is the biggest thing in the world. Love is the most powerful thing in the world. So if you have a lot of love and you have people around you, then it just makes you, I wake up every day, like I said, and I'm very confident. I wake up, I do smoke. I smoke my marijuana. And I feel like, what do I have to do today? It inspires me. I always say, like, if I was to smoke weed and it made me lazy, like, I'm not a stoner. You know what I mean? I'm an inspirational. I wake up and I'm inspired. I'm happy. What can I do today to succeed? What can I do today to better my life? Because I know I really don't have no choice. My family's counting on me, you know. Yeah. And it's really just everything or nothing.
Well, thank you for keeping it 100 with
Yes,
us,
ma'am.
Mickey. We appreciate that. Please tell everyone where they can find and follow you.
You can find me everywhere, all social media platforms at Micky Munday, MICKY MUNDAY. One way, Micky Munday.
Yeah, man.
Stay tuned. We'll be
My
back
man,
tomorrow.
appreciate
Good
you.
morning.
Bye.